What is up and is going on, guys? Simpzy here, and welcome back to another episode of my FIFA 14 Borussia Dortmund career mode. Let's get into it, shall we? In today's episode, I totally forgot to mention, I was so excited in the last episode, we did actually manage to totally forget about the January transfer window. I forgot to ask for players for your suggestion, but you guys have been putting suggestions. I've been asking in previous episodes, not just the last one, but yeah. We have a lot of transfer negotiations in this episode. So a couple of interesting things there. We did actually send Dost on loan to the Hammers, and Real Madrid look like they want to sign Robert Lewandowski, even though he just signed a new contract with me. So we do have the January transfer window here, and then we have the Champions League round of 16 match. And I might as well tell you now, it's against Real Madrid. So I'm thinking, fuck, we really do need to beef up our team a little bit. Obviously, we have to play in the Bundesliga and in the Champions League. We probably don't really have that much squad depth, so we're going to have to get a fan favourite back, if you know what I mean. But Barcelona here are very interested in Robert's services. 120 million, I'm not going to let him for. Stegen. It's funny that no one else picked him up from Borussia Mönchengladbach, but now that he's signed for Dortmund and he's been playing every week in and out, fucking Schalke want him. We have a couple more transfer negotiations here. Julian Schreiber, I think that's how you say his name. He's 24 years of age, 75 overall. I haven't really used him all that much, but guys, we're bringing him back home. Now, I had a couple of options here. I could have brought back Shinji Kagawa, Julian Draxler, Alexander Pato. I'm a Manchester United supporter. I love Shinji Kagawa, and I really, really do want to bring him back to Dortmund, bring him back to his glory days, and we end up doing so. 24 million, probably a little bit more expensive than what I would have liked. Now, funnily enough, I have never played with Draxler in a career mode so far. That is befuddling me, because usually he's one of the top signings everyone goes for. I just haven't had the opportunity. And same with Alexander Pato. But Shinji Kagawa, Japanese, he can play in the left mid, centre forward, centre attacking mid. He's an 80 overall, 24 years of age, 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. And I have a feeling like, I don't know where I'm going to put him in the side, because obviously Mkhitaryan is better. Mkhitaryan has 5-star weak foot. He's obviously a little bit younger, and of course, he's higher rated. We do ask the board for some more additional funds. We did ask for some previously at the start of the episode, so we're just trying to get as much money as possible so we can sign some fantastic new players. Stegen, very much in real life, looks like he could be going to Barcelona. But I thought, if you guys want Stegen, you're going to have to splash the cash. Hummels, 86 overall, 25 years of age. Manchester City offer a whopping 49 million for him. And I was like, okay, Manchester City are fucking loaded. If they want Hummels, they're going to have to pay 85 million. That is fucking ridiculous. 85 million. Looks like Stegen is being inquired from Real Sociedad, who we actually... they actually didn't make it through in the group stage. Manchester City come back with still an outrageous offer, 71 million. I was like, okay, we'll meet you halfway. We'll give you 75 million. Shinji Kagawa has gone to us for 24. Seitun Dumbia has gone to Marseille, which is quite interesting, for 13.5 million. Dost's out, Shinji's in. Looks like Real Sociedad still trying to get Stegen's services. Like I said, we do have one Defella who can come in as reserved, and we've got Langerak, the young Australian, who I'm a big fan of, but if we're going to buy Stegen, we're going to have to make a massive amount of profit on him. But guys, we end up selling Matt Hummels. Manchester City have accepted 75 million for Matt Hummels. That is fucking ridiculous. Obviously, I'm playing a three at the back formation. I've only got 3 defenders. I already have a spare defender. I can bring on Piszczek. We've got Hummels. We got Subotic, and we got Socrates. We have already 3 good centre-backs. I didn't really play Piszczek all that much because I was preferring a 3 at the back formation. We sold Matt Hummels to Manchester City for 75 million. That is just fucking bullshit. It's fucking awesome. 75 million. That is ridiculous. I know Matt Hummels is a good defender, but man, you shouldn't be spending that much on defenders. You just need solid, tall, quick defenders. You don't really need them to be that quick, especially in the centre-backs. So, obviously, we're going to swap out. We're going to bring Piszczek back into the side. Unfortunately, I just wanted to play with more midfielders. There were a lot more players wanted to play. So, obviously, at the first half of the series, we didn't really have to play with him. But we have been opened to 75 minutes. I thought, fuck, we might as well get a new striker. Aubameyang is he's an amazing player, but he's not technically a striker. We need another partner up there with Robert. So, fucking Bayern Munich wanted to buy Stegen, which I kept on just going for counters. Maybe one of them would give me an outrageous hit. Funnily enough, in my Manchester United career, I sold David De Gea to, I think it was Porto for 40 million or something ridiculous, which is like double what he's worth. We're coming to the final hours of the transfer window. With that money from Hummels, I was really trying to look for a new striker. I was going for Liverpool. I was going for Luis Suarez, an 88 overall, 27 years of age. I was going for Sergio Aguero. I was just trying to get a new striker. I was going for Benteke. I was going for Balotelli. I was going for Wayne Rooney. I was just trying to get a new striker into the club. Stevan Jovetic probably isn't worth 45 million, but I am going to give him that. We're coming to the final fucking hours. Sergio Aguero, 88 overall, 25 years of age. It would be a perfect partner with Robert. We're just going to have to see how this develops. Mario Balotelli, they want 71 million for Mario. I did offer them 60, which is probably a little bit outrageous, but he is quite young. And obviously, if you guys have seen my Manchester United career, mate, he goes up in fucking spades, man. Wayne Rooney, we're trying to get some of his services. Robin Van Persie, we haven't acquired. I thought, fuck, we're not paying 50 million for a 30-year-old. Wolfsburg don't seem to be wanting to let go of Christian Benteke. 35 million I did ask. They wanted 37, even though he's been injured for half of the season. It's fucking bullshit. We're coming to the final hours, so we are paying a little bit more, but I'm only going to be doing one season with this Borussia Dortmund career mode, most likely. So we do get an offer from Wayne Rooney. So Wayne Rooney could quite possibly be joining Borussia Dortmund. I am going to wait out a bit just in case I get someone better like Luis Suarez or Sergio Aguero. Luis Suarez comes back, and we really do need to splash this out of the park. I don't mind paying a little bit more because we're coming to the final hours. And I think Luis Suarez and Robert will work really, really fucking well up front. Stevan Jovetic is quite considerably younger. Is he from Montenegro? Montenegrin? I don't know. Is that the correct pronunciation on that? Mario Balotelli. We're trying to negotiate a contract with him. Wolfsburg accept a 35 million for Benteke. So if we do sign Benteke from Wolfsburg, we've pretty much neutralised their striking potential. Obviously, we signed Dost off them. He's off at West Ham having fun with Andy Carroll and fucking Jarvis. It'll be interesting to see how he goes over there. Luis Suarez has accepted the contract. Stefan Jovetic has accepted the contract. Mario Balotelli has accepted the contract. And Christian Benteke, along with Wayne Rooney, have all accepted contracts. So, guys, who do we sign? Who do we sign, guys? Who do we sign? If you guess Luis Suarez, we sign Luis Suarez. Now, I only signed Luis Suarez wholly and solely because Benteke is still injured. And I would much prefer signing Luis Suarez. He's an 88 overall, 27 years of age. The Uruguayan will fit perfectly with Robert Lewandowski up front. And I think this is going to push our season over the line. What a fantastic player from Liverpool. 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. Awesome player, and he's a perfect player to replace Emerick Aubameyang. And if I had to swap Hummels for Suarez, I would do it in a heartbeat. So, guys, we do have a match against Real Madrid coming up here. So, we really have strengthened our side. We've put a lot more depth into it. We can also bring Dost back if we really do need to. If we need a backup striker. But guess what? We have Aubameyang as a backup striker. Fucking boom. So, this is going to be the real test, guys. We have a match against Real Madrid at home in the round of 16. How fucking brilliant is that to get Real Madrid in the round of 16? Chelsea versus Bayern, Manchester City versus Milan. I guess Barcelona got an easy fixture there, along with PSG getting Ajax. But this is the side I'm going to be fielding. I think Robert should be on the right. He's more comfortable for that position. And Luis Suarez can play on that other side. He's got a 4-star weak foot, 4-star skills. We've got a solid team. We really have reinvented Borussia Dortmund. And I'm hoping we can beat Real Madrid at home. If we can get a solid start at Germany, we'll just have to see how we go. But, guys, in the last episode, we did draw 0-0 against Bayern Munich, who are pretty, arguably in real life, they're an equal squad. But in this career mode, obviously Bayern are dipping a little bit. But, man, it's going to be interesting because we've only been scraping victories. We end up winning 1-0 over Bayern Leverkusen. Previously, in the episode before that, we end up losing to Napoli. And we end up winning 1-0 over Manchester United and only winning 1-0 over Schalke in the last couple. So, this is going to be the test today. Will Luis Suarez live up to the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo? Will Mkhitaryan back Bale in shots? But it's going to be very, very interesting to see, guys. And I can't wait to show you this episode. So, we are fielding Shinji Kagawa. And I'm hoping he can gel back into that squad and be the fantastic Borussia Dortmund player he formerly was, I guess. Real Madrid are putting Bale up front. They got Di Maria and Cristiano Ronaldo on the wings, which is fucking deadly. Aubameyang puts Luis Suarez on goal. He managed to hit on the outside of the boot, but it unfortunately goes wide. Luis Suarez keen to get his early debut. There's two players getting their debut, and Luis Suarez gets his debut goal. What a goal. Fantastic. What a fantastic goal from Luis Suarez to start off his career at Borussia Dortmund. Obviously, it's not really realistic, but fuck it. I'm having fun in this career mode. Luis Suarez is a fantastic player, and I can't wait to see more of him. Nice little cut back in here. Nice acceleration of pace. I don't really like that red glove. I might need to edit that out. But nice goal past, I think is that Diego Lopez or is it Casillas? I can't really quite tell. I think it's Diego Lopez. I don't really play Casillas. Xabi Alonso was really too slow. He's probably really too slow in this career in FIFA to be a centre defensive mid, doubling back all that much. But a nice backflip there from Luis Suarez makes it 1-0. His first goal for Borussia Dortmund, his first Champions League goal for Borussia Dortmund, and it looks like he's about to go again. Cuts back in on that right-hand side, but unfortunately just skies a little bit wide, and we were all over Real Madrid. I said if we can win against Real Madrid, we could go all the way. We could nearly win the Champions League. Shinji Kagawa! Nice offhand from Gundogan, but unfortunately just puts it wide of the post. Mkhitaryan's trying to score! And Mkhitaryan, the arm median, the 5-star weak foot, 4-star skiller, makes it 2-0 against Real Madrid. What a fantastic game we are having. Mkhitaryan is on fire. He's been feeding Luis Suarez and Robert, feeding them chances left, right, and centre. Nice through ball here. Nice flick off the chest. Hits it with his left foot, his non-preferred foot. And Mkhitaryan, why have I not played with you in any other career modes? You've been fantastic in this career mode. And look at that, Luis Suarez, look how free Luis Suarez was. If Mkhitaryan didn't decide to go all the way, he could have fed it to Suarez to get his second. Fantastic, Borussia Dortmund. You guys are going awesome. Suarez does manage to make a tackle. Finds Gundogan. We've got so much attacking potential. Marco Reus cutting back inside. Look how much space he's got. But unfortunately, he does smash it a little bit too high. But it did not fucking matter. We end up smashing Real Madrid out of the park at home. Ended up winning 2-1. A good performance from Shinji Kagawa in his debut. A good performance from Luis Suarez picking up a goal on his debut. And Borussia Dortmund are gelling well together, boys. We're going to give the Champions League a hell of a run. So, guys, thank you very much for watching if you watched all the way through. For this extra long episode, please make sure to leave a like to support my channel. I really do appreciate it. I do put a lot of work into these videos, and a simple like really does go a long way. So, thank you very much for watching if you watched all the way through. I really do appreciate it once again. And above all, guys, make sure to go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you very much, guys. Goodbye.